Hey, what's up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, man? What's going on, man? What's up? Who we got in the house today, man? I see y'all checking in early, man. I don't want to miss nobody, but we gonna keep it short. Who we got in the house? I see Baltimore up in here. I see Chicago in the building. What's up? Chirac checking in. What's up? What up, everybody, man? What's going on? Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get it going. Who else we got in the house today? All right. You said up we that quick, huh? Yeah, y'all in here fast, man. I love it, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. No problem at all, man. So we got a couple things we're gonna talk about today. Some my bad. Some serious topics, you know what I'm saying? Me listening to me. Yo, some serious topics, man. So it's been kind of crazy in the Baton Rouge news scene, man. Right? Now, you had the death of a rapper, you know what I'm saying, who's well known because of his affiliations with Fredo Bang. Then you have another rapper who's well known for his affiliations. I want to say he's a homeboy. He's really a homeboy. Even though he's got stuff out there, he's not to the level of where I would say he had, as much music out as the others, right? And he got arrested for a crazy situation with a high-speed chase, and it's just wild news, man. Oh, y'all wildin'. As you come in here, make sure you hit that like button. Go ahead, run them likes up, man. Let's go. Hit that like button. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Who else we got in the house? Let's start doing some shout outs, man. Get y'all riled up, man. Get the crowd going. You know what I mean? Sam Bernardino in the house. What's up, Sam Bernardino? What up, man? B More in here, Baltimore. I see you. I see CB Florida. Oh no, that's just Florida. That's the end of your name. All right. Lafayette, Louisiana in the house. What's up? Who else we got in the building, man? Let me see. Savannah, Georgia in here. What's up? Athens, Georgia in here. What's up? Jacksonville, that 904. What's up? We got your Brooklyn up in this building. What up? Florida boys, we in here. What up, Florida boys? You know what I mean? Milwaukee in this. What up? What up, man? Let's go. You know what I mean? Let's see who else we got in the building, man. Y'all go ahead and, oh, man, y'all hit that like button. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. What is that? C-Hub, Eufaula, Alabama. Where's that? I mean, is that close? I don't know where that is, man. And hopefully I pronounced that correctly. You know what I mean? Let's see. All right, man. So as you guys are getting settled in here and starting to type where you're from, do me a favor. Make sure you smash that like button for your boy and make it easy for me to conduct this live. You know what I mean? And what is my screen doing? Because like I said before, man, we're going to be talking about some pretty big stories. And also, man, I almost forgot, we're going to be talking about this whole situation in Chicago, man, with this PPP ring. I know some of y'all might have caught this, man. This is interesting, man. It's probably one of the most interesting stories going right now. There's a whole PPP ring going down in Chicago, man. And it's crazy to say the least, man. It's crazy to say the least. So let's get to getting, and y'all do what y'all do. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's go. And let me see what's going on here. And let's see if we got some more cities to shout out, man. Since the chat want to act up. It's acting funny style. There we go. Crazy, man. There you go. All right. Let's see who else we got in the building, man. We got Tallahassee. What's up, Tallahassee? Y'all said that boy getting life. I know who you talk about already. You talking about D-Dawg, huh? Yeah, we going to get to D-Dawg, man. We going to talk about D-Dawg. Y'all said 954. What up? D-Dawg going for life. It's over with for him. Yeah, man. Man, we going to get to that. What up, San Antonio? What up? All right, I see Savannah, Georgia in here. What up? Chicago, always heavy in the chat. What up? Y'all do me a favor. Y'all get heavy on that like button, man. Hit that like button. Got North Long Beach in there. What up? Lamarcus, Texas. I see Dallas, Texas. I see Baltimore, Maryland. I see Flint, Michigan. Gainesville, Florida. Swamp City. Chicago in here. Boston in here. What up? Kentucky with the check-in. El Paso, Texas with the check-in, man. All right, man. So let's get to the get, man. All right, man. So today, like I said before, we're going to first start talking about this whole 7-7 Hardaway situation. And then we're going to go ahead and start to talk about what's going on in Chicago with this whole PPP Loan Scam ring that they got going on. And then after that, man, we're definitely going to jump in and talk about what's going on with D-Dawg. NBA Youngboy's homeboy just put the big cash, I think it was 200 or 300,000 up for him, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? Dude is right back in jail, man. They put the money up for him to get out, and he's right back in, man. You can't do nothing with these cats sometimes, man. All right, now, before we get started, y'all do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, and let's bring this thing in like we normally do, all right? Hey, what's up, everybody? What up, what up, what up? This your boy, Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so first off, man, this has been a crazy week, man, because there was a story that came out about 2 days ago, like a day ago, I'll say, man, and it was about a rapper who got shot and killed by the name of Seven Hardaway. Now, Seven Hardaway represents TVG, man, which is a rap collective and whatever else you want to call it that's heavily entrenched in Baton Rouge's rap scene. You know what I'm saying? That same crew boasts artists like Fredo Bang. You've also had Lit Yoshi come from the TBG side of things, right? And what's crazy about it is Seven Hardaway and Fredo Bang seem to be really close acquaintances, right? But dude ended up losing his life, and man, it was a crazy situation to say the least, man. Now, there is no suspect that's been arrested yet, but the news locally at Baton Rouge, they went official by saying it was him that lost his life. So let's go ahead and check out this news story that talked about it, and it's mixed with another news story where they covered the whole situation. So let's check this out real quick, right?
Shooting on Sherwood Common Boulevard in Baton Rouge. Emergency officials tell us they found the body when they arrived at the scene. As we learn more details, we'll provide them to you.
Learned the name of a man shot and killed at an apartment complex on Sherwood Boulevard last night. Deputies tell us the victim was Stanley Wright. We're also told he appears to be a local rapper. That's according to social media posts. Investigators tell us they believe the shooting was targeted and possibly gang-related. We're told they are still searching for the shooter.
So there you have it there, man. So according to the news reports out there, Stanley Wright was the gentleman who lost his life. You know what I mean? And according to those same news reports, Stanley Wright was targeted in a gang-related shooting. You know what I'm saying? They're saying that this was a gang-related shooting, and they believe that he was targeted, man, because I don't know if it had anything to do with the rap game or whatnot, but the fact that he's so closely connected with Fredo Bang, it had everybody scratching their head. Now, in the same news story, it says this. It says a man is dead after a shooting at a Baton Rouge apartment complex on Tuesday, September 20th, according to the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office. So it looks like he was at an apartment complex, and the area I'm hearing that he was at is full of his, like, ops territory. I mean, I don't know what other way to put it. You know, that's rumor, but they're saying, like, that area is full of people who wouldn't like him, you know what I'm saying, or have something against him already. Now, the East Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office identified the victim as Stanley Wright, 33 years old, who appears to be a Baton Rouge rapper, according to social media posts. Now, on social media, this thing first gained legs. A lot of people were like, okay, who in the world, what happened, what's going on, is this true or facts? And people were going up to his Instagram page and automatically putting those RIPs. So you know that the streets were talking. People were already already on point with knowing that the facts and the details in the case, and they were sending their last regards before the news and media even knew the name of the person, right? And I was tuned in the whole time and just watching it, because you hate to report something that's a rumor. And when I first started talking about it, I didn't know if it was fact or not because we were so early. But, man, it seems like it's true, man. Sad situation, you know? And what's crazy is with the next story, or the story I'm going to do after a little later, you would think, man, shoot, man, maybe it's time to dead this beef. I know that's almost impossible, and I know it sounds like going out on a limb. But with all the things that's going on, man, like man, at what point, man, are Fredo Bang and them just going to be like, all right, man, and NBA Youngboy and them be like, all right, man. I know people have died in between, and it's to the point where people's best friends have been shot and killed, but there got to be some sort of resolution to this, you know what I'm saying? Because it's crazy at this point, you know what I'm saying? Going too crazy. Too crazy, man. But, man, let's go ahead and play that news report just in case you guys missed that.
Shooting on Sherwood Common Boulevard.
Oh, all right. Hold up. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Come on, y'all. Let's get them likes up, man. Let's get over 100 so that way we can send out them alerts, let people know we active. You know what I mean?
Boulevard in Baton Rouge. Emergency officials tell us they found the body when they arrived at the scene.
What? Oop, pardon that. Might need a little reboot, man. Let me go ahead. Video want to act up, but it's all good, man. But regardless, man, you heard of what the report said. Now, let me go. Get this thing going. There we go. There we go. All right. I ain't gonna let y'all go out like that. You know what I'm saying? We gonna play it. We gonna play it.
Shooting on Sherwood Common Boulevard in Baton Rouge. Emergency officials tell us they found the body when they arrived at the scene. As we learn more details, we'll provide them to you.
Learned the name of a man shot and killed at an apartment complex on Sherwood Boulevard last night. Deputies tell us the victim.
So these are two different news stories, and in the second one, they know who it is by this point.
Was Stanley Wright. We're also told he appears to be a local rapper. That's according to social media posts. Investigators tell us they believe the shooting was targeted and possibly gang-related. We're told they are still searching for the shooter.
Now, with that, man, since we know now that it is Seven Hardaway, man, what's crazy is dude actually had a decent run for a second there as far as dropping mixtapes on his own right, even though his affiliation with TBG and Fredo Bang definitely helped. It seemed like he was trying to work it out in the music business and really trying to make it. But, I mean, at this point, I mean, with what happened, he won't be able to see that. You know what I'm saying? But at least he got to see Fredo Bang make it or whatever if you want to take something positive from this. You know? It's crazy because, you know, the rumors are already going to start because of the whole situation between TBG, 4K Trey, and even local beefs that he said to have within the city, like that nobody knew about. So we'll see how this goes about because there's some crazy rumors. And there's a dude who's out there and he's been saying some things about Seven Hardaway a long time. Like he's been saying a lot about Seven a long time, man. And I don't know if that's just because they're ops and he's making up rumors. So I'm not going to bring any of that to light or try to substantiate any of that right now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Craziness, man. Craziness, man. Yep. RIP 7. I see y'all. I see y'all in there, man. Crazy situation, man. But y'all tell me what y'all think in the chat. And if you watch this later, tell me what y'all think in the comments, man. As the details and the news on this story come out, man, we definitely going to be on top of it. But, man, let's move on to the next topic. Now, the next topic, we're going to talk about this right here. And I'm going to leave that background up there, man. And that's this right here. So there was 25 people in Chicago charged with PPP loan fraud after receiving loan as inmates and using it to post bond. 15 of 25 arrested so far. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb. Y'all rock with me on this one. If there was ever a time to use the PPP loan, you know, for some, let me stop, man. But somebody using the PPP loan to bond themselves out of jail, you almost should give them a participation trophy. You know what I'm saying? Because there's people out there blowing that money on cars. They blowing that money on watches. These people use that money to bond themselves out of jail. I don't know, man. I know it's illegal. I'm not encouraging that. But, man, ain't that some thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like if you're going to go out, you might as well go out. You know what I'm saying? Or at least try to get out while you going out, I guess, in that situation, man. This is crazy. But, man, dude, let's check this news story because you know I got a news clip about this as well, man. And to be real, it says Chicago, and a lot of people in the major news outlets are running with Chicago, but it's really the surrounding cities like Joliet and, you know, I want to say Wills County and stuff like that. So, man, where's that news clip, man? I want to bring this up. But I was like, when I first heard this story, I was like, man, this is crazy. So these guys used the PPP loan scam to bail themselves out of jail. At least they was thinking, you know what I'm saying? That's probably the best investment you could ever make. But let's check the news.
Cheryl, authorities say the alleged offenders were able to obtain loans in the range of $20,000. Many of them simply wrote down names of fake businesses on their applications, and some even applied for the loans while sitting in jail.
Sounds familiar. I mean, not too many people did it while sitting in jail, but sounds like the same formula for a lot of people, man.
Joliet police, along with federal authorities, announcing the indictment of 25 people who allegedly defrauded the Federal Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP, which helped struggling businesses during the pandemic.
These PPP loans, that if they're obtaining them fraudulently, they're taking that money out of the businesses in our local area that actually need them.
The investigation, dubbed Operation PPP, targeted people arrested for felony weapons offenses who had also applied for unemployment benefits. The investigation was then able to identify those suspected of defrauding PPP.
Getting their application, and part of the prerequisites was they could not have an open felony indictment, which is how we came up with our list of candidates.
Police say some of the alleged fraudsters were already in custody and used phones at the jail to call to complete the fraudulent applications.
That some of the targets bonded out on their felony cases days after receiving their fraudulent PPP loan.
Police say of the 25 indicted individuals, 15 have been arrested and 10 more are still being sought.
Without holding offenders accountable, history has proven that bad actors will shamelessly defraud the government and taxpayers in the name of greed.
PPP.
All right, man. I'm going to let it play again before I get my commentary, but come on, man. This isn't funny, y'all. This is hilarious, man.
PPP loan fraud is hardly unique to Will County. It's a problem nationwide, and currently the federal government is working to recoup billions of dollars in fraudulent payouts.
All right, man. Now, you heard from the first run we went through that, right? So these cats were in jail and came up with the scheme. I guess it was moving through the jail pretty fast for it to be all those different people. It was like, you know what? We want to get up out of this jail, man. We ain't trying to be in jail. So you know what? We going to fill out these applications, get some PPP loans, and bond ourselves out, because only reason we sitting in jail right now is because we ain't got no money. Maybe that's why they moved to that system that they're moving to on January 1st. We know what that's going to lead to. People are calling that the Illinois purge or something like that, man. But this is wild, man. So hopefully y'all were listening, man. But to me, man, this is funny because it's almost ingenious to say, yo, man, I'm going to use the PPP loan to bond myself out. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing else than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to be too greedy. I just want out of jail. They better run. Yeah, man, they goose is cooked. Because now they got a fraud charge, a federal fraud charge on top of it. So, no, this isn't something you should do. But, yeah, they done, man. They were in jail already. Yeah, man. So, it was like, man, I can see where somebody could talk people into doing that, man. Even though it's not a wise decision, and I do not condone those decisions being made. You know what I'm saying? But let's check this out one more time for just for giggles. You know what I mean?
Cheryl, authorities say the alleged offenders were able to obtain loans in the range of $20,000. Many of them simply...
So $20,000, they probably used some of it for bond. I mean, obviously these people had lower level crimes. Yeah. But, yeah.
Wrote down names of fake businesses on their applications, and some even applied for the loans while sitting in jail. Joliet police.
That's wild. Like, how do you get the money and put it on your bond, though, if you're sitting in jail? You know I'm green on that one, man, because, I guess you just have somebody else do it for you. You working with somebody on the outside. Maybe somebody on the outside orchestrated this whole ring, you know what I'm saying, and just was like, yo, let me get a cut.
Along with federal authorities announcing the indictment of 25 people who allegedly defrauded the Federal Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP, which helped struggling businesses during the pandemic.
These PPP loans, that if they're obtaining them fraudulently, they're taking that money out of the businesses in our local area that actually need them.
The investigation, dubbed Operation PPP, targeted people arrested for felony weapons offenses who had also applied for unemployment benefits. The investigation was then able to identify those suspected of defrauding PPP.
Getting their application, and part of the prerequisites was they could not have an open felony indictment, which is how we came up with our list of candidates.
So that's how they caught him. Because I'm like, man, they still are working. They're hiring people to find people scamming the PPP loan system. So these people were already out, and they were able to track them easier because they have felony convictions. So they've got felony convictions. So they were like, okay, nobody with a felony is supposed to be able to get a loan. So first, let's check them and see if they use that loan money to bond out. You know what I mean?
Police say some of the alleged fraudsters were already in custody and used phones at the jail to call to complete the fraudulent applications.
That some of the targets bonded out on their felony cases days after receiving their fraudulent PPP loan.
Police say of the 25 indicted individuals, 15 have been arrested and 10 more are still being sought.
Without holding offenders accountable, history has proven that bad actors will shame.
So those 10 people, man, they out there, they're like, man, I mean, their faces on the news now. There ain't much you could do, you know what I'm saying? But for a while, they got away with it, you know?
Shamelessly defraud the government and taxpayers in the name of greed.
PPP loan fraud is hardly unique to Will County. It's a problem nationwide, and currently the federal government is working to recoup billions of dollars in fraud.
Yeah, they got a whole crew of people that they hiring, right? Like 80,000 agents and all this stuff, right?
Payout.
Crazy, man. Crazy, 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 man. What do y'all think about that? I was intrigued by that story. I thought, man, this is insane, man. Cats is actually using the PPP loan to bond themselves out of jail and applying for the PPP loan while they're in jail. That's crazy, man. I almost ain't mad at them, you know what I'm saying? But I am like, don't do that. It's a crime. It's bad, man. Don't do that, right? But, man, crazy, man. Chicago, man. Y'all on what, man? Who in here from Chicago? Let's see a couple people. Yo, go ahead, hit that like button, yo. Let's run them likes up. Let's go, man. Everybody chill for a second. Let's hit that like button. And, man, y'all tell me what y'all think also in the chat about this Chicago PPP loan news story, man. These cats using the PPP loan to bond themselves out of jail, man. I done seen everything, man. I'm almost not mad at them. I'm going to be real, man. But while I bring up the next clips and things like that, y'all go ahead and hit that like button for your boy, man. And we're going to get here and talk about D-Dawg, man, before we get up out of here. So let's talk about that. The biggest story going on right now, right? All right, man. All right. Hopefully, everybody, y'all smash that like button, man. So let's get to it, man. So NBA Youngboy's friend, you know, long-time affiliate, right, by the name of D-Dawg. NBA Youngboy even had a song in 2019 called "Free D-Dawg." You see the poster, excuse me, the artwork for the single right there. Free D-Dawg, man. And it said that they put up a lot of money to free D-Dawg, man. He had gotten arrested again not too long ago, but dude had been in jail so many times for violating this ridiculous. I'm talking about mug shots upon mugs. How many jail pictures did I find? Well, not that one. Hold up, man. That's another one. But I mean, dude's got so many mug shots out there. It's crazy, bruh. Here go one. I think I have some others that I ain't load up, but man, dude stays locked up. Well, D-Dawg done got in trouble again, man. I want to say just weeks after posting like a $200,000 or $300,000 bond, dude got arrested again yesterday for something crazy. So this is the story. He was on a wild car chase because the police looked into his car and saw that the occupants of the car had on ski mask and gloves. So they're like, oh, that's a little, bit peculiar. Why these cats got on ski mask and gloves? So they tried to tell him to pull over. So instead of pulling over, they went on a high-speed chase. But this is the catcher. A person in the car with D-Dawg ended up losing their life. Yes, man, somebody died. So it's possible that D-Dawg and all the other occupants of the car that survived and are all right are actually going to catch a second-degree murder charge because of that person who lost their life. So it's looking like all that money that they put into D-Dawg, all them songs like Free D-Dawg, dude is going to jail for a long time, and it probably might be life, man, with all the charges that's racked up against him because he's got several charges. But me telling the story sometimes doesn't bring it home, well, it brings it home because, I put a little sauce on it. But, man, let's let the news tell it in that, in that news type way, man. So let's look at this.
Once again, the system has failed. A man convicted in a murder from 2012 picked up on attempted murder charges out on bond Monday when he led police on a chase that left a passenger in his car dead. Chris Nakamoto with the troubling...
Yo, y'all get them likes up, man. Hit that like button, smash that like button. Let's go.
...that has been exposed by the investigative unit now for years.
Michael, it has happened again. A suspected career criminal out on bond caught...
They talking bad about D-Dawg. Let's go.
...committing more crimes. Tonight, a passenger in his car is dead after the driver with an extensive criminal history fled from police. Mangled metal and car fragments are all that's left after Darian Bailey refused to stop for police and slammed into a car on Winborn Monday afternoon. A passenger inside the car Bailey was driving died. Years ago, Chief Murphy Paul talked about the problem his department was having with the revolving door with the justice system.
We dealt with him before.
Now, this is crazy, man. We're going to get to it in a second. But look at these mug shots. You're going to see some familiar faces, bro. So watch this. Watch this.
Same individuals. That is what I hear from my officers. We arrest them. And then we have to deal with them again. Shooting incidents, murders. What's right about that?
Tonight, the WBRZ investigative unit uncovered Bailey has a conviction tied to a 2012 murder.
Now, for those of you who don't know, D-Dawg actually got convicted as an accessory in a murder that took place back in 2012, I want to say. Like, what year? I think it was 2012, they said. He was 14 years at the time. He was 14 years old at the time, whenever it occurred, right? And the dude who ended up losing his life, it was all because of a robbery, man. It was another botched robbery. I can't, man, I really can't rock with that, man. These cats, they go to rob somebody. All right, it's bad enough they getting robbed, but you ain't got to kill them. You know what I'm saying? Like, just take their stuff and leave them to live. You know what I'm saying? People get robbed all the time, but, man, let's go.
Derek Marino was killed. His wife and daughter ran out of the home, barely escaping the gunshots, after Bailey and two others showed up and killed Marino in what was described as a robbery. This was Marino's aunt at the time of his murder.
They're cowards. And all I got to tell them is they need to get up and get them a job. Therefore, they won't have to rob other people.
The WBRZ investigative unit uncovered a troubling history with Bailey, now tied to multiple crimes. Court records show Bailey was arrested at the age of 14 for a murder off Wyandotte in 2012.
My bad. First-degree murder charge, man. That's crazy.
He pled guilty in 2019 to a manslaughter charge. Between his arrest for the murder in 2012 and now, he was also accused in an attempted murder from 2018. He was arrested for that shooting this month and was given a $300,000 bond by Judge Fred Crafassi. Days later, Bailey...
So, all those, man, this is crazy, man. Some states is wild, man. You know what I'm saying? So, most states, a lot of states, he probably would have never been able to get bond right then for that murder charge, for that attempted murder charge right there, man, based on the fact that he had those priors, for a violent crime or whatnot. So that's wild. That's wild.
He posted bond and was involved in a chase where he fled from police. It ended with the death of a passenger in his car.
So that was a car accident that he got into it with yesterday, I want to say.
Questions are being raised about whether a judge even looked at the suspect's record. How did that suspect manage to get a bond with a conviction on his record tied to a 2012 murder case? Those are questions we reached out to the judge's office to explain. In an attempt to see how the system can stop repeat offenders from continuing to cause havoc on our streets, more than a year ago.
You see those mugshots, yo? Y'all see Lit Yoshi? You know what I'm saying? And for those of you who don't know, Lit Yoshi's the guy in the middle. He's actually a member of TBG.
We showed you this trio of troublemakers out free on not one, not two, but three different bonds. At the time, District Attorney Hiller Moore telling us this.
If someone is out on multiple bonds and given a chance and then given a second chance, and now he's again on third set of allegations.
Tonight, it appears second and third chances didn't work for Bailey, who was being chased by police. They found weapons and a ski mask in the car he crashed, raising concerns and questions about what he was going to do next. Sources provided us with Bailey's identity.
Y'all heard that? So they found weapons and ski mask in the car. So he ended up catching charges for all that. Like all that. Plus, I think they found some green or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it ain't looking good for D-Dawg.
He is still in the hospital tonight, but police have said he'll be booked with multiple crimes when he's released. Meanwhile, calls to the judge's office were not returned by News Time. For his role in the 2012 murder, Bailey was sentenced to 10 years at hard labor. He did about 7 before it was back out on the streets, allegedly committing more crimes.
This is crazy, man. So based on that news story, you could deduce that, D-Dawg is going to be going to jail this time for a very long time if found guilty for these crimes, man. Because basically, they laid it out that, he's a repeat offender and how many times he's been arrested. I mean, he's got so many mugshots. It's crazy how many times that he's violated, man. I know that NBA Youngboy, Baby Joe and him were just on live not too long ago, too, talking about he's never going to go back to jail. But you got to ask yourself the question, like, Doc, what in the world was he doing with them ski masks and gloves in that car? You know what I'm saying? When he's already had attempted robbery charges and everything on his record before, man. It sounds like he might have been up to no good. I can't say what he was up to, but obviously it was big enough that the police thought that, man, let me stop this cat, or at least let me pull them over and see what type of timing they on. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. Like, you would think dude would have learned his lesson by now, or at least, been able to put it together and said, or keep it on a low profile, since he just got free off a bond not too long ago, man. Like, he just got a bond for $300,000 that he got free off, and his crew either paid for that, or maybe even NBA Youngboy paid for that. I'm not sure if he did or not, but $300,000 bond, probably had to put up $30,000 or $30,000 or whatnot. Sound like somebody with some paper had to put that up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they put a house up on lien or something like that, but we'll see. We'll see. That's crazy, man. Now, as they said in the news story, my bad, I know y'all like me to play these twice, so I'll play the news story one more time. But, y'all do me a favor. Make sure y'all get them likes up, man. Let's go. And, yeah, let's go ahead and play it, man. Then we'll close it out on that. There we go.
Once again, the system has failed. A man convicted in a murder from 2012 picked up on attempted murder charges out on bond Monday when he led police on a chase that left a passenger in his car dead. Chris Nakamoto with the troubling trend that has been exposed by the investigative unit now for years.
Michael, it has happened again. A suspected career criminal out on bond caught committing more crimes. Tonight, a passenger in his car is dead after the driver with an extensive criminal history fled from police. Mangled metal and car fragments are all that's left after Darian Bailey refused to stop for police and slammed into a car on Winborn Monday afternoon. A passenger inside the car Bailey was driving died.
That's crazy. That's the part that's really going to hurt, because you know how it works, man. In a lot of states, man, if there's a murder committed while you're in the process of committing a felony, you catch that murder charge second degree or otherwise, man. So it's looking like he probably going to get 20, 30 years, maybe even life. We'll see.
Years ago, Chief Murphy Paul talked about the problem his department was having with the revolving door with the justice system.
We dealt with him before. The same individuals. That is what I hear from my officers. We arrest them, and then we have to deal with them again. Shooting incidents, murders. What's right about that?
Tonight,
So the narrative that they're rolling with this story is it's about repeat offenders, and they're using D-Dawg as an example of a repeat offender, like somebody who just keeps getting locked up and that is kind of, plaguing the society or whatever. That's what they rolling with. But, man, you know what it is, man. You know what I mean? Let's continue.
BRZ investigative unit uncovered Bailey has a conviction tied to a 2012 murder. Derek Marino was killed. His wife and daughter ran out of the home, barely escaping the gunshot.
Oh, yeah. Y'all hit that like button, man. Get them likes up. Let's go. We almost there.
Shots after Bailey and 2 others showed up and killed Marino in what was described as a robbery. This was Marino's aunt at the time of his murder.
They're cowards. And all I got to tell them is They need to get up and get them a job. Therefore, they won't have to rob other people.
The WBRZ investigative unit uncovered a troubling history with Bailey, now tied to multiple crimes. Court records show Bailey was arrested at the age of 14 for a murder off Wyandotte in
That's wild, man. And I've heard that story several times, man. You know, it's just crazy that, this dude, I don't know, man. You would think it would click in his head like, all right, man, I might be on my last straw. I'm going to just chill out. But obviously not. But let's rock.
2012. He pled guilty in 2019 to a manslaughter charge. Between his arrest for the murder in 2012 and now, he was also accused in an attempted murder from 2018. He was arrested for that shooting this month and was given a $300,000 bond by Judge Fred Crafassi. Days later, Bailey posted bond and was involved in a chase where he fled from police. It ended with the death of a passenger in his car. Questions are being raised about whether a judge even looked at the suspect's record. How did that suspect manage to get a bond with a conviction on his record tied to a 2012 murder case? Those are questions we reached out to the judge's office to explain. In an attempt to see how the system can stop repeat offenders from continuing to cause harm.
Yeah, the way that they doing this news story, this is definitely not going to help his case, bro. Like, I see some of y'all talking about, like, this is pretty much a sweeping indictment without him being charged, without him officially being taking a trial. Like, yo, man, we got to put an end to this. So, man, they're going to make an example of him. Watch.
Havoc on our streets. More than a year ago, we showed you this trio of troublemakers out free on not one, not two, but three different.
And y'all see, man, Lit Yoshi, man. And, man, it just, yeah, man. Yeah.
Bonds. At the time, District Attorney Hiller Moore telling us this.
You have someone who's out on multiple bonds and given a chance and then given a second chance, and now he's again on third set of allegations.
Tonight, it appears second and third chances didn't work for Bailey, who was being chased by police. They found weapons and a ski mask in the car he crashed, raising concerns and questions about what he was going to do next.
Sources provided us with Bailey's identity. He is still in the hospital tonight, but police have said he'll be booked with multiple crimes when he's released. Meanwhile, calls to the judge's office were not returned by News Time. For his role in the 2012 murder, Bailey was sentenced to 10 years at hard labor. He did about 7 before it was back out on the streets, allegedly committing more crimes.
All right, so you heard there, man. They pretty much are saying that D-Dawg, based on the fact that he had committed or allegedly been committed for or arrested for all these other infractions or what do they call it? Violations, I should say. Violations after already being on bond before and already having a case back in 2012, which is a murder case, and another 2018 murder case that, he shouldn't even been able to get bond that last time. But somehow he got bond and still went out there and got caught up in what looks like was about to commit a robbery. I'm not saying he was about to commit a robbery, but when the police pulled over and seen that they were in masks and gloves, it ain't looking good. There's only 2 things you could be doing with that uniform on. You know what I'm saying? That's the uniform of somebody up to no good. I mean, it might have been a fashion thing. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one, right? But this is crazy to say the least, man. And it looks like no matter what, man, with NBA Youngboy dedicating songs to free him, with other people, man, giving him mad shout-outs in jail or whatnot, dude must absolutely love it in there because he stays going back, man. This is crazy, man. He's got more opportunities than a little bit, and, man, we'll see how this plays out. But the way that this narrative's being already built in the news, people watching the news, jurors and things, man, it ain't looking good for D-Dawg. Hopefully NBA Youngboy and them got their chance to kick it with him and hang with him and talk to him all they can. But, man, this might be a done deal. You know what I'm saying? Might be a done deal. You know what I mean? Let me see. What y'all saying in the comment section? Let me see. Y'all say Lit was one of the top enforcers for TBG. Yeah, definitely. Well, according to news sources out there, yeah, they said that, man. That was said. That was actually said in official news reports. Like, yo, top enforcer for TBG, Lit Yoshi, man. You know what I mean? Crazy. But Lit Yoshi, he already done started his time, man. He just got to wait. He going to be sitting. Hopefully Fredo begging him, get him a good lawyer, and he can work out a deal. Maybe something like D-Dawg got. Because it said that he was originally sentenced to 7 years hard labor So, I mean, no, excuse me, 10 years hard labor, and he did 7. So he ended up getting a lot of breaks, man. I don't know. I don't get it, man. When you get that many breaks, man, maybe it's time to make a change. But y'all tell me, man. Y'all tell me. Am I being too optimistic in that situation? They were shooting a video. That's what I would say, too. Marcus Moore, that is what I would say, too. I'm like, yo, we were shooting a music video. That's why I had on the mask and gloves. Like, huh? Like, this had nothing to do with anything involving any type of crime or anything like that, bro. Like, get me up out of here. But, you know, obviously, dude is used to the system and everything. You've seen all the different pictures where you didn't holler at people from in jail. So we'll see how this plays out. We'll see how this plays out. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody jumping in here on this live, impromptu, out of nowhere, man, just talking about a couple of stories that were bubbling out there, man. So do me a favor. Make sure that you share this content, man. Every time I drop a video, every time I do a live, make sure you hit that like button and make sure you share it with as many people as you can, because lately, man, you know what I'm saying? It's been, you know, YouTube's been YouTubing. We'll do that. You know what I mean? So go ahead, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that share button, and make sure you hit that notification bell if you already haven't. And that way you can get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace. Yo, shout out to everybody who showed up in the chat. And, man, y'all run them likes up on your way out, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share this content with as many people as you know. And this been your boy Big Man, and we out. Peace, man. Pretty fun show, man. Funny, too, man. Funny. Don't nobody be messing with no PPP. I'm not encouraging that at all. You know what I'm saying? Chicago, y'all wildin'. Y'all get a new record for that one.